Hello everyone, and I hope it's not too loud. I don't have the regular microphone. Yeah, as you see, we just hit 500 wins with Demon Hunter using this really nice deck. Demon Hunter at the moment is running 43% win rate in the current meta. So it's absolutely terrible class, but I think we've hit on a really powerful deck, Aggro Demon Hunter, which is basically very similar to my old Outcast Demon Hunter from a couple of expansions back. It's actually really strong. Let's hope we can get a couple of wins just to see how the deck works. See Demon Hunter. A nice 1 into 2 looks good. Won't take that. Hopefully this will stall him a bit. That's good. So if we can just dump our hand quickly. Okay, let's play the Outcast one. See if he coins out hero power here. Blood Demon Hunter, so it might be a bit tricky. We've really got to get the perfect hand here. We can win games very quickly, but 35 against a defensive class is not so easy. We've got more barrier coming up, but this is going to die probably. What's that? That's probably just discovering a spell, isn't it? Oh dear, this is really bad. I do not need to float any mana with this deck. Yeah, Halveri can do a lot of damage next turn, though, especially if he puts a minion on board, which Halveri can trade into. So let's hope they do that. Then we can triple buff up this and this. This could do 6, this can do 4, that's 10. This can do 5, 15, and this will do 4, that's 19 damage. Perfect, so this is going to be 19 damage coming up now. This is a very scary turn. I think we just use the Halveri right now while we still can. We play all the rush minions first. Everything gets buffed up. Pretty sure he's going to be able to clear this most of this board. Just hope something survives. Otherwise we've got a sudden lethal out of nowhere. Oh wow, he's playing slow. That's game over. That's game over. I'm already got lethal on board. Why on earth is he taking a weapon here? Alright, I guess he was completely helpless. I'm surprising. Blood Death Knight usually has got an answer. He's got a coin actually. He might be able to get rid of the Halverian maybe. That will leave me still with 21 damage. Yeah, he's got something. Oh, he's got the armor. Okay, fine. Doesn't help him. I still got lethal him. Yeah. Yeah, this is still lethal. Let's do this, see if we can draw something. How much damage is this? Yeah, this is 20. I see he's going for some sort of... He had Wind Fury and then Death Rattle deal 2 damage. That could have cleared most of the board. So I guess that made sense what he was trying to do there. 501 wins, nice. Okay, it's just maybe one more game. And we'll have a look at the deck. Hopefully the audio is going to come out okay here, not too loud. Okay. This deck is actually a strong deck. There's many matchups where it just falls flat in its face and just doesn't work at all. And you've got to expect polarizing matchups of this meta. But when it does, when it can win quickly, Paladin's a bit challenging. We really have to go for the rush minions early. Got coin. It's actually not so bad. We can do the 2-3 out first. Then we can coin Hawkstrider into Penguin. Yeah. Yeah, that's how you have to play this matchup. We've got to get as many minions on board as buffed as possible. Unless we play the Penguin. It's the best way of dealing with this. It's not going to help me too much. At least this theoretically deals with it in one go. I think we still leave this to next go with the Hawkstrider. At least we get some value from the Hawkstrider. That is obnoxious. Just be quiet here. Gonna be playing his bogey down probably. Maybe I should have gone with the Company fight just to stop that play. Yeah, they topped it as well. Or obnoxious, never mind. Okay, got a few minions out here. Should have done it the other way around. Doesn't make a difference, still to attack. Fine. Very similar decks, it's just he's got a bit more oomph later on. It's 4-5, yeah. Okay. Two silver handled points. What is he playing here? Range. It's just a regular. Interesting. He's leaving out my what's it called? It's rather nice of him. That's sweet. To preserve as much support as we can in this situation. Oh, you're joking. No, okay. We draw a lot of cards here now. Yeah, that's good. Nice. Let's buff this up. Play this. What should we shuffle back in? Next turn, playing Magistrate maybe? The Rancher. I think we need to have the value on board, but we also need the card draw, so do it this way around. His opening barrage has damaged me quite seriously and left me with a mediocre board. Okay, so I've got to kill everything he plays now. If he plays Muster Battle, I'm in big trouble. I've got no way of dealing with that. Oh, he's really done the thing here, I think. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. Look at 15 damage. So, right, so if I could get my board together now, it might still be okay. I actually don't want to play this now because I'm going to help him draw cards. Okay, see what he does now. That's his big play there. He's going to play the 7 mana. Oh, he's got that as well. Never mind. Yeah, not much I can do there. Yeah, it's just a floated too much mana earlier. He had too much of a perfect curve. Couldn't do much there. Never mind. So one last game. Yeah, so the idea of the deck is you want to cheat out some very expensive high stat cards with a drawback that it shuffles the cards back into your deck. But then you've got lots of ways of drawing cards back out. We'll keep the Rancher. It's a very good card. Especially if we can set it up somehow. We just play this as it is. Um, no real reason to use this now. I don't think of any removal which he has, which is exactly 1. But giving it the extra damage wouldn't help me that much. We want to buff up this, even though we're not going to get the benefit of the next game. Could have forged, because it looks like he's playing slow. No, it's okay, he's playing some minions now. Oof. They just forge this next to. No, I think we should just put the threat down. Unfortunately, because I'd really like to play that Neophyte. The next turn, probably Neophyte, then Forge, and then we'll draw and hopefully have a big turn. So he's drawing a lot of cards here, but he's leaving me to build up a really strong board. Now I'm going to go for the Neophyte turn here. Next turn, I play this, I could easily get 8 damage if I draw both momentums. Plus another. I get 14 damage just by drawing here. So I can easily have lethal here. Easily. Let's shuffle the Illidari back in. So now, for 2 mana, we get to draw an extra 2 cards. And that means we get a full hand of cards here. So let's see, do we have it? Do we have what we're looking for? We've got 1 damage card. 2. Really, that's unfortunate. We'll play this. Play this. Get rid of this. This is pointless at the moment. And the weapon could be good. Another Weight of the World. That could be useful. Right? We should do that. And we've got exactly Hill. Look at that. Crazy. Alright, there you go. That's what this deck can do. I was just trying to maximize my damage there. I wasn't actually seeing whether I had lethal. I can't, I've got to use my processing power in my brain efficiently there. Nice. Alright, very nice. Okay. Right, so now let's have a look at the actual deck. We'll just go a quick overview. Nothing too special. Looks like we might be hitting Legend this month if we keep disciplined, keep playing this aggro Demon Hunter. As we say, 43% win rate for Demon Hunter is atrocious at the moment, but yet this deck at the moment is running me a, what do we say? 64% win rate, 16 wins, 9 losses. So it's Pythagoras. 9, 16, 25. Right, okay. Right, so let's start it like this. Hawk Strider Rancher, nice minion. Play any of your nice cheap minions. They get 1/1 and they become sticky. And through Felon Flames, or if you've actually got rush minions, you can actually have a board with a 2 or 3 rush minions. Especially Rush's stage can get you cheap rush minions, but we'll speak about that later. And then you've got your first win condition is your Halveria, Dark Raven, buffing up the board. I think, did we see it one of the games? The first game we saw that win with the Halveria, just buffing up the board, so it gets really big stats. And then you just send everything face. Right, the clever thing about this board, this deck, is a Hawk Strider Rancher's got some very cheap minions. It's got even a 0 cost minion, Snow Flipper Penguin, which we have in the deck because when we want to draw lots of cards, we want to be able to play them as quickly as we can to make use of these 3 cards. We've got a 5/4, which both players draw until they have 5 cards. So if you're able to empty your hands very quickly and then you play this, you can draw 4 cards, which helps you play your momentum for free. Give your hero 4 attack this turn, cost 1 less for each card you've drawn this turn. So this is face damage potentially. And also you've got Dispose of Evidence, which can give you face damage straight from hand. Give your hero 3 attack this turn, choose a card in your hand to shuffle into your deck. So again, you've got cards which shuffle stuff into your deck, like Dispose of Evidence and Bibliomite, which gives you a massive 2 mana 5/4. But you've got to shuffle something into your deck. So those two cards have got a downside, but the upside is absolutely, well, it's completely overpowered. 3 attack for 0 mana. The 2 mana 5/4. Really good. Right, but you might say, but now I've lost all my cards. I don't have any cards in my hand. That's why you've got cards like this. We just play this, you draw 5 cards potentially. Play Weight of the World, especially in that last game where you've got a control matchup. You forge this, draw cards until you have as many in your hand as your opponent first. And then you draw 2 cards on top of that. So therefore, if the opponent has 8 cards in the hand, like my last game against the Warrior, then I'm going to draw 10 cards, basically. So, yeah. Now, Momentum, give your a hero 4 attack this turn, costs 1 less for each card you've drawn this turn, so that means this becomes 0. So theoretically, if I did that Weight of the World turn, just 3 mana, and from an empty hand, and the opponent's got 8 cards, I could draw 10 cards. Potentially means I can get 4 twice, plus 3 twice, which makes 14 damage for 0 mana. For 0 mana, yes, that's right, 0 mana. Obviously, this you've got to shuffle something back into the deck. Right, the other way to draw cards besides Magistrate is Magnifying Glaive. This is a bit trickier because here you can draw up to 3 cards when you attack. The problem is if you draw the Momentum and it costs 0, it's a bit pointless because you can't attack again because you already attacked in order to draw this in the first place. So it's a bit of anti-synergy there. It was a bit like the same way that the Warrior had the weapon, the hammer, which only got you armor after you killed the minion, but really you want the armor beforehand in order to convert the armor into attack damage after you've got after you've played the Odin. So unfortunately this has got a bit of anti-synergy, but yeah, it's not so bad. Yeah, it's only this card which loses out really, which depends on the number of cards you drew that turn. Besides that, this gets you cards. This gets you lots of cards quickly, and there's one other card which gets you cards. What was it? Am I imagining it? Oh, it's of course Weight of the World. It can get you a massive amount of cards. Right, so you've got your Halveria Dark Raven with all the rush minions and Felon Flames, which can give you you can convert your minion into a rush minion. You've got lots of cheap cards. This can cost 0. Russia stage can draw you your Halveria, or it can draw you either the Shambling Chow or the Fierce Outsider, and they'll both cost 0. Illidari Studies can also get you some cheap stuff. It's a nice versatile card. Can give you a bit of damage with the 3 mana card, Gano Smith, or can give you a bit of healing and removal. Yeah, plenty of good outcast cards out there. A Vicious Slither Spear, just because we've got so many spells, and it's just such a powerful 1-drop, and it benefits from a decent spread of different spells which we've got, which we could play for cheap. Like we saw in the last game, we got exactly lethal because the Slither Spear was on board. Can't Fight, also nice just to help us control the board without them being able to remove it with spells. Anything else? Yep. So for your mulligans, I think how's a mulligan for this? The thing is that Hawkstrider Rancher is a real consideration for a mulligan, just because of its power. I would definitely keep the Vicious Slither Spear almost every time. What else would I keep? It's a fierce outsider, especially if it's in the left-hand position, Shambling Cho. And yeah, I'll keep the weapon. I'm not sure if I'd keep the weapon. Things you do not want to keep are momentum, because you want to draw into the momentum and then play it for 0. But if it's in your hand, it's a dead card, because you need ways to draw cards. So if you've got a cheap hand already and you've got a magnifying glaive, maybe keep the magnifying glaive, because you're probably going to get some value out of it when you get to turn 3. I would keep the Hawk Strider Rancher. Don't keep the Penguin. And I wouldn't keep this either. I would seriously think of keeping the Bibliomite though, because that it's going to be the most powerful if you play it on curve turn 2 or even turn 1 with the coin. You just shuffle something into the deck. So if you've got Bibliomite, make sure you've got something which can draw cards like the Magistrate or the Glaive. So you could play Bibliomite to turn 2, and then you've got a very small hand, but it doesn't matter. Turn 3, you've got the Glaive to start replenishing your hand size. Yeah, so I would say Strider, Bibliomite, Slither Spear. Seriously consider the Chow and the Fierce Outsider, and sometimes the Glaive, depending on whether you think you're going to get a very small hand by turn 3 that you're going to get value out of this. Weight of the World, don't forge it early. You need to be dominating the board as much as you can early, depending what the matchup is. But generally, you want to be the aggressor in any matchup. You want to get on board as fast as you can with your minions, just like Outcast Demon Hunter, where you want to swarm the board and just force them to defend before and not let them do their own game plan. And yeah, hopefully you almost send everything face which you can, because this is an aggro deck and it does have limited damage. It's just the damage can come very quickly in bursts, but it is a damage limited deck. It doesn't have many ways of increasing damage above 30 that easily, unless you've got a nice solid board. That's where the Hawk Strider Rancher is very good with things like Penguin, so you've got lots of sticky minions. Alright, I think that's enough. Let's hope we get to Legend of this deck. And yeah, we got 500 wins with Demon Hunter. Really nice. Thanks for watching, everyone, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.